how we set up.
There's nowhere to look when it first comes on. Hi.
Hi, any Patreons or channel members watching this on the replay. Thank you so much for your continued support. It means the world to us. It means we can carry on doing this and not have to get rubbish jobs where we can't promote veganism all day long. All night long. One man, 1 year, one fiddy. I'm here, really. I hope you all had a great weekend listening to what I was doing. Sorry if I missed anything or let to respond. Good to pay attention, but calls keep coming in, limiting visibility. Our good friend Jason, he's one of those IT guys. He has to keep telling people, have you tried turning it off and on again? But we love that he's here in spirit. The 4-year-old vegans in the house. Black Plays. Vegan Realist, the Vegan Metalhead, Lorraine Edie, Half Greek Nutritionist, Angharad. Do subscribe to Angharad's Life. She's a delight. Hello everyone, I'm so happy to be resting with my mum. Oh, lovely. She's so sweet. Richard Benham's also in the house, Lorraine Edie. Stacey Langley. Yeah, we're pretty good, thanks. How are you?
Not too bad. Yeah, I felt a little tired today. So
you've been a little out of sorts, haven't you?
Yeah, just needed to recuperate a little and take my foot off the gas a little bit today.
I've been going crazy. I've been enjoying the sun and training and...
Trained outside.
I trained outside. It felt glorious. It felt glorious.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I took advantage of this. 18 degrees today in Norwich it was.
Crazy.
Vegan Potheads here. She's a delight as well. Zell Naga. Nice one on Joe Rogan. Fast video, nice editing, fast response, no playing around. Love the publicity, not stopping the video. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate your kind words. Yeah, do check out my new Joe Rogan video, people, if you haven't had a chance yet. That's just out. I'm hoping that'll go a little bit more viral because the videos haven't been getting that many views lately. I think it's getting harder on YouTube to get much traction, and that's sort of making life difficult. So fingers crossed. Please give this one a watch and a share and a like and all that good. And if you don't watch it, just start it playing and then ignore it in another window. The algorithm will love you for it. Well, I'll love you for it. Anyway, good guys in the house. Sarah Foy, our good friend Andre. Richard Benham with the super chat. He's currently donated £5.96. That's not an activation code, is it? No. Happy payday. No question, just supporting my favourite vegan YouTubers. Out of the kindness of your heart. Yeah, I know. Give him your way. P.S. Hope I got... Oh, you did want the...
For the shark. I can't even remember the numbers now because it's so infrequent.
Is it 6-4? I think it's 6-4, but there is a 6-4 is within 9-6, isn't it? So we'll let you have it on this occasion. Shark did diddly diddly shark did diddly 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 shark.
It's gone bonkers.
Yeah, 0.64 guys if you want to activate the shark. 0.69 if you want to activate the cheeky monkey, and 0.94 to activate the pig. But he's not Lego, so don't bother with him.
Oh, he's great. No, look at him. Look how good he is. How cute he is. Thank you, Richard. That's very kind. Very kind.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
That really helps us out. Arta Tengo. Hi, Hench. One that your soy milk today actually bad to consume, or is the non-vegan science right? Yeah, don't worry about soy and phytoestrogens. That's a load of old nonsense. If anything, it gives you like a protective effect against estrogens. The classic Jaguar. My mum thinks that you can't grow muscles while being a vegan. I showed her your channel and she was in awe. Oh, good old mum and good old you. Thank you. Gus, evening. On your latest video you mentioned that a statistic. Wondered if you had the science for 3.5 planet Earths for all the factory farmed animals to graze. I learned that years ago. That's like a years old statistic, so it may even be more than that now. I couldn't tell you where that's from, but I'm sure you can work it out. I did give a couple of links in the description to studies where they pointed out about land use and stuff like that. I think there's a couple there pertaining to that. So I think if you looked on there and you can then like extrapolate it out probably. If not, check out Mike the Vegan's video. It's about a month or two old now on regenerative agriculture, and he probably, I would imagine he mentions it in there. I would imagine he mentions it in that video. I'd be shocked if he didn't. Bigger Moon Cat's in the house. Good to see you, brother. Shark time. Good old race leavers here. The shark should activate the shark onesie and full hench dance. No, it shouldn't. That would require £64,000. £64,000. I'll dance. I had a little dance this afternoon, actually, for the first time in about 30 years, I think. Did I?
Yeah, I wanted to film you, but you didn't want me to.
Half Greek, do you know of a vegan multivitamin powder? Yeah, I do. I want to control how much all this on different days. Yeah, Vivo Life, who I'm an ambassador for, they do the Thrive Living multi-nutrient. And that's chock full of vitamins and minerals and other good stuff. Link below, 10% off, code HENCH10. Yeah, that would be the one I would recommend, because it's whole foods rather than, you know, made up nonsense chemicals. About being a vegan YouTuber and often asked about evidence. Do you guys do blood tests and such to prove publicly that veganism is indeed healthy? I did one testosterone test to prove I wasn't on the steroids. I've had 2 blood tests since being vegan, but they were pre my YouTubing days. But yeah, all my bloods, all the vitamins and minerals that they tested for were all at the top range. The only thing that was out of range was B12, which was over range. But I'd just taken my supplement, so and it's water soluble, so that don't matter if it's over range. To be honest, it's bloody expensive, and I'm not. If someone wanted to, actually, I did do as well vitamin D and vitamin B12 tests. So there is a video somewhere of those. But yeah, it's just really expensive, and I know that my diet is exponentially more nutritious than people's diets who say veganism isn't helpful. I know it's exponentially better. You won't believe the amount of nutrition I get in me. Check this out. So on average, I've turned it off, haven't I? I'll leave it off. On average, for instance, according to Harvard University, vegetables have 16 times the nutrient density of meat. And now I'm tracking how many whole plant foods I eat. I started Saturday, and I'm currently, since Saturday morning, what is it now, Monday evening, I'm on something like just over, I think, about 101 different whole plant foods I've eaten. 101.
That's insane, isn't it? You didn't think it was going to be that many, did you?
I didn't think that was going to be that many. I've been, I read Dr. Will Bulcevich's Fibre Fuel book, and then more recently, Dr. Alan Desmond kindly sent me his Plant-Based Revolution diet book. Plant-Based Diet Revolution book, sorry. And yeah, they both spoke about how important it is to eat the most diverse range of whole plant foods possible in terms of gut health, and then the potential for total body health, you know, mental and physical. And yeah, and they say 30 is a good number to aim for by the end of the week. I did 54 by the end of the first day. So people haven't got a clue. They really haven't.
Oh, and just FYI, we've kind of skipped forward and carried on from the super chat. So if we've missed your comment or question, please put it again.
Okay. I've gone lost. Johnny the Legs is in the house. Good old Johnny, Lorraine E. Bigger Moon Cat. I had 63k, but 64 beyond my reach. 63,000 and a packet of Tic Tacs.
Go on, show us your Tic Tacs.
Did he shake his Tic Tacs at me? Sarah Foy, have you heard about Surge Sanctuary? Yes, I have. It's very near me in Nottinghamshire. I really want to check it out when it's open. Yeah, don't blame me. Yeah, I'd love to pop in.
Nice.
That'll be amazing. I could probably just put the onesie on for like just a cool 10 grand, to be honest, Race Lever. It's the dancing I'm more averse to. Polish Vegan, just finished your shoulder at home workout, Hench. It was great. I'm glad you enjoyed. Thanks for the love. Purple Piplup is present.
Splendid. It is nice to see you, Purple Piplup. I think often my reaction is a bit like not so enthused when Paul says your name, but it's only because he's spitting and startling me, spitting in my face and startling me. It's nothing about you. I am always pleased to see you.
Spit startling. Acacia, what are the top foods you recommend for great health? What are the top foods you'd recommend for great health?
Well, from what I've learned and what I've heard you say, I would say berries, greens.
Yeah, I'd say they're some of the top.
Legumes.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, I'd say they're maybe the top 3.
Yeah. Berries, greens, legumes. Yeah, that's what I'll go with.
I'd say in general, obviously it's the whole plant foods, but as Gemma pointed out, the cream of the crop really, berries for fruits, legumes, they're really they're really correlated with like the longest lived people in the world all seem to eat legumes. Greens, particularly cruciferous greens. You know, the ones where you cut the stalk, they're like a cross shape, like a crucifix. Cruciferous is where we get the word from. They're the peppery tasting things like kale, broccoli, cabbage, Brussels sprouts. Bok choy is another one, which is a bit milder if people don't like the sort of pepperiness. Mustard is also a crucifer.
Red cabbage, have you said that?
Cabbage, I've said. Horseradish. Yeah, but basically look up crucifers, but they contain they produce when you chop them up a lot of this compound called sulforaphane, which is really anti-cancer. So they're really the superstar. So I'd say I have at least 1 serving of crucifers and then a couple of other servings of greens, preferably through the day. Eat a range of differently coloured produce as well for the carotenoids, so your yellow, orange and red, although there's some carotenoids in green produce as well, to be fair. As well, seeds, so particularly flax and chia for omega-3. A little nuts perhaps, not as important as the...
Seaweed?
Seaweed is crucial for iodine. I would say an allium vegetable, so onion, shallot, garlic, leek, spring onions or scallions, depending on where you live in the world. They're very anti-cancer as well. Mushrooms, they're not even a plant. They're a fungi or a fungi, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Either is correct. They have unique micronutrients that are not even found in the plant kingdom. So, that's my thoughts. Do you want to get the next one while I supplement my CBD oil?
There's been a super chat, so let's read that.
From the cannabis plant, no less.
Gangalu?
First of all, you have to say super chat in a deep voice. I've not even put my mic on.
That's how loud you are. Oh God. Well, Nika has kindly donated £10.
Oh wow.
Super chat.
Super chat.
£10. That is very, very kind. Thank you so very much.
Yes, thank you.
Hi, I saw in What the Health that sugar does not cause diabetes. So is sugar a bad thing?
That can cause it.
What can it cause?
Oh, what can it cause?
Love your vids.
It will cause your triglycerides, like your fats in your bloods, to go too high and cause issues. It will cause, I think, fatty liver disease potentially. Dementia. One of the biggest things for free sugars not attached to fibre is the Alzheimer's risk. It's the worst thing you can eat if you want to try and avoid dementia and Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia. Alzheimer's in particular. Other dementias are driven by perhaps restricted blood flow and things, so that was incorrect.
I think for a long time, people like Dury and Ryder and Freely, they were saying, oh, sugar's okay, you can eat it and be really slim, and and so they were looking at it for one thing. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily make you fat. They're looking at it for this one issue and whatever. And with diabetes, maybe some people think, oh no, yeah, it's not sugar that causes diabetes, it's the fat's the problem, you know. But there's so many different things going on inside, isn't there? And it's good to know. I was like unsure about sugar for a lot of years. I didn't want to put it in because it didn't seem healthful, but I wasn't sure like what exactly does it do. But to know that it affects the brain, you know, negatively, that puts me off having it. Yeah.
It's more akin to a pharmaceutical drug than to a food, because it's got no nutrition. It's just pure energy. So you and it's a big peak and then a quick crash. It's got no fibre, so it doesn't feed the good gut bugs. It has got refined sugar, which does feed the bad gut bugs. And our gut enterotype, the sort of preponderance of types of bacteria that live in the colon, you don't have like an even split. They're either kind of one way or the other. They're either Prevotella dominant, which are the good bacteria. And now they train your immune system, they produce vitamins, they create short-chain fatty acids that really are the cornerstone of good health. We want as many short-chain fatty acids as possible. Now these guys, they eat soluble fibre, they eat resistant starch, and they eat polyphenols, aka they are whole foods vegans. So these whole plant foods that I've just been talking about, that's what they thrive on. Now the pathogenic bacteria types, the Bacteroides, they eat everything else. So sugar, animal proteins, animal fats, alcohol, processed nonsense, medications. They get fat on that. Well, they don't get fat, but they just bloom out of control, just mushroom and like take over your system. They create toxins, you know. They are at the root cause of most of the diseases that kill us. It's that serious. So yeah, sugar is definitely not healthy. Yeah, it doesn't cause diabetes. Elevated blood sugar is the symptom of having diabetes. The cause is intramyocellular lipids. So fats, mostly saturates, stuck inside of muscle cells that block insulin signaling. The sugar is stuck in the bloodstream. But it's not that the sugar's at fault, it's that the fat's in the way. So, yeah, great question. And thank you so much for the generous super chat. That's really, really kind.
And everything you just said, does that, so it'd be like, you know, regular sugar, maple syrup, agave, honey, all of those things. Yeah.
Anything, there's any type of carb that's not bound to fibre as it is when you get the fruit. So this is why fruit is one of the healthiest things in the world. And processed sugar is one of the unhealthiest. It's to do with, it's like a package deal with the fruit. You've got the fibre, you've got the vitamins, minerals, polyphenols, antioxidants. You know, they all come together and they're kind of attached. So a fruit smoothie is actually very nutritious and healthful in general, unless you manage to really like overdo calories, which it's not so easy really, but it's a healthy way to ingest your food, as long as you're eating like a normal amount of food. Fruit juice, on the other hand, devoid of the fibre and the polyphenols that are attached to the fibre, it's more like refined sugar. You might as well eat a bag of sugar really. I mean, you get a few vitamins and whatever, but it's still gonna really hurt your health and raise your risk phenomenally for Alzheimer's disease. For more on that, check out the Scherzai's new book, 30-Day Alzheimer's Solution. It's fantastic. They sent it to me. They're really, they were a delight. And really, they've done all the research. Like, it's so good what they've done. Right, where was I? Again, I'm going to carry on from the super chat. If I miss your comment or question, pop it back in the chat. Hopefully I'll see it. I just like to keep up with the questions, because if not, people get bored, like waiting to get like answered. Ash's making me laugh. Thanks. Plant-based powered's in the house. If tomatoes are a fruit, why isn't ketchup and jammers in the house? Pomodorino. Do you know there is a state in America where a tomato is their state fruit and their state vegetable? It's both.
I see.
Can't remember which one, sadly. Abdul Sattar's got their message deleted. I imagine they were being not kind.
I wasn't sure.
Oh, you weren't sure. But anyway, we love you, Abdul. There's no need to kick off. Whatever, we'll talk to you. Like, you don't have to act up to get our attention. Let's be nice to each other. We may have different opinions on things, but like, there's no need to be an a-hole. Not saying that you were being one, because I've not seen your message.
But they could have just been asking a genuine question, or they could have been being cruel. I couldn't tell. Couldn't tell.
Anyway, watch it or I'll kick you up the bum. No, just kidding. Hench should just cook for us all every day. I don't know how...
Cowboy!
I don't know how much I like this line of reasoning.
Well, I've got to deliver it. Well, how much... What have I got to cycle everywhere? Or I'd be tired. No, thank you very much. Cowboy!
Acacia is whole sugar / rapadura okay? I use it as a sweetener sometimes. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but I will be really shocked that that's if that's healthy. It's just going to be sugar, isn't it? Like, not attached to the fibre.
There was a time when people were saying like, oh yeah, stevia's the next thing and that's really great, and then since we learned like, oh, it's not so great to have a lot of that, and just every sweetener that comes along, pretty much eventually, you know, the plant-based doctors are saying like, nah, don't have it. The only exception I can see that will always be okay, I think, is date sugar, which is just dates like pulverised, dried and pulverised. So that's a good sweetener. Or date syrup. They unfortunately aren't good for every occasion, are they? Neither of those are good in
They
a
got
cup
the
of tea,
fibre, so they don't dissolve.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just looked at rapadura, and yeah, it's just like well, it says unrefined cane sugar, but it is refined because it's been extracted from the cane. Yeah, so no, I wouldn't be using any of that.
Oh yeah, Cowboy. Cowboy would like to say hello to everybody.
There he is.
Oh, sorry. Thanks, Cowboy.
Watch it, Cowboy. Abdul brings up a good point. Turkey. The place or the cute animal
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
that people massacre on Christmas, and we're talking about peace and love.
Bonkers.
How's wrong with people? Sarah Foy, can you eat too much dried fruit, particularly mango? It helps me to get off at crisp, but I'm eating a lot of mango. You don't want it with added sugar. They often add sugar when it's obviously sweet enough. They do that to make it more profitable for them, because refined sugar's cheaper than mangoes. Why is this camera gone
Oh, it's because I picked up Cowboy, I think, isn't it?
Is it focusing? Oh, yeah, done it. We just have to pull a face. I mean, the trouble with dried fruit is, like, it could potentially, if you're just eating that, like, you could potentially get too many calories because it's so compact. I mean, I use it if I'm bulking to try and get more calories in. Yeah, I don't think it's really... You probably can. You probably can. But the amounts that normal people would sort of eat, with, you know, as long as you're eating other stuff as well, probably not.
She just eats 100% mango, like nothing added, no sugar.
Yeah, so that's good. And if you're eating a normal diet apart from that, and that's to get you off crisp, well, that's fantastic. It's good, healthy stuff.
Did you talk about sulfites?
No.
Often there's sulfites in dried fruits. You don't want that.
Why?
It's bad for your gut health for some reason.
Yeah, it can cause bowel cancer and inflammatory bowel diseases.
You don't want that.
Such as colitis. Yeah, so look for unsulfured. Sulfur dioxide is the preservative.
And it's one of the main 14 allergens, so it has to be in bold on the back, so you should easily see if that's in your dried fruits. So like dried apricots are usually like a sort of browny, really dark orange colour, but if they're a light colour, then they've got sulfites in. Don't have those ones. They're bad.
Right, I got lost again. Where was I? Right, I've gone too far now.
don't forget to thumb up the stream, please, everyone.
Oh yeah, please do. Or better do that as well, really.
Thumb up the stream.
Daddy's in the house. Good to see you. And Benny Green, my good friend. Best food for muscle growth. Just basically being a caloric surplus, or at least at maintenance. If you've got some body fat which you could stand to lose, you can try and do recomp, where you burn a bit of fat and hopefully build some muscle. And really, you know, it's just a numbers game. Having enough calories, having enough protein. If you're in a surplus, 1.6 grams of protein per kilo of leanish body weight per day. If you're doing a recomp, you might want to go nearer 2 grams, which will help much better without the excess of calories. And really, you know, muscle growth, okay, really we're talking more about protein, aren't we? So, you know, it's your legumes, whole grains are good, bit of nuts and seeds. If you're struggling with calories, emphasize overt fats like nuts and seeds and avocados and whole nut butters.
What about tofu, tempeh and seitan?
Yeah, so tempeh is more like a whole food, although it is technically processed. And then, yeah, tofu, seitan, textured vegetable protein. I think I'll have or a protein powder. I'll have a couple of servings of those per day. Being a larger sort of physique athlete, it's just beneficial to me because it helps to get my macros more favourable. I think the average person definitely doesn't need it, but you know, if you are going into strength and physique stuff, maybe that can be a benefit. Vitamin D raises your sex hormone binding globulin, gives you more free testosterone, so you're going to be able to grow a lot easier. B12 is important for energy metabolism, so make sure you've got that supplement, and you'll die without it. So that's another thing to consider. But yeah, whole plant foods really, as far as you can. Whole plant foods, you know, they're more nutritionally dense. You know, you need zinc and stuff to make steroid hormones. You know, and then the high antioxidant stuff helps you to recover. I really can't speak highly enough of eating a whole foods plant-based diet, but potentially augment it with a more processed protein product if, you know, it's more beneficial to your specific case, is what I'd say. Super chat. If Af, you lovely lady, 10 Great British pounds, that is super generous.
Very kind.
I know it's difficult at the minute, but have you made any plans for this summer? Do you wish to travel? If so, then where?
Oh, lovely question.
It's a great question, isn't it?
Yeah, like at the minute, I think we're not meant to travel more than 30 minutes from our house. I think for exercise, like outside, I think that's the rule, or that was the rule at some point here in the UK. We don't really keep very up to date with things because we don't like watching the news. But I know from next week, up to 6 of you can meet outside, I think is the new rule.
Is it from, I thought that was from this week.
This Monday. It's Monday.
It is Monday.
Oh, from today then. Okay, sorry, I didn't know what day of the week it was.
I thought it was a bit busier in the park.
Okay. And then, yeah, so we've heard the camp out's going to go ahead as it stands so far, but it's a while away, so we'll see. So, yeah, we'd love to go to the camp out. We'll probably get tickets soon, ASAP for that, and just cross our fingers that it goes ahead. But, yeah, no plans.
Oh, yeah, holiday-wise, if that's what you're intimating, yeah, no plan, just because of how crazy it is. To be honest, since the last couple of months, like the views haven't been so good on here, so we don't have much in the way of spare finances at the minute for that sort of thing. But we should be starting a new business at some point, and that should involve a bit of travel and stuff, so that's exciting. So we're looking forward to that.
I think like how I feel is that if we do any travelling, any travelling around this year, it will just be like UK based, because I think there's just so many rules with different countries, and maybe you might go on holiday and you have to be quarantined, or have to quarantine when you come back. I don't know, it's just...
Well, over half of adults have been vaccinated now, haven't they? So I think like things could start to change in the not too distant future.
Well,
so I wouldn't say like, you know, that can't happen. And yeah, if we get the chance and it seems like you're going to not get stuck somewhere,
I just want to hang out with some people, really. It's been a...
I would like to do a bit of travelling around and meet new people and see different cultures and things. That would be so good. I've got a bit stir crazy.
Yeah, you've been really feeling it. I think like we're all different for the levels of like connection that we need, and I think that your desire for connection is high. You get fed up and need connection sooner than I do, so you've been really feeling it, haven't you?
You're more of a loner, a lonely loner.
A little bit.
You're a bat beep.
And what was I going to say? My mum and her partner, they have a boat. And she said, would you like to come out on the boat one day? So sometime over the summer, I hope to do that. That would be really nice. All around the Broads and stuff, the Norfolk Broads.
Broads towards.
Yeah, that would be lovely. Thank you for the super chat. It's very kind.
Yeah, thank
really
you,
kind.
Eve Alf. That's really lovely of you. There's Codbod's in the house. I can't remember if we've said hello yet. Plant-based pride. My mum says she hasn't heard from you in a while. What have you been doing? Just making videos and staying indoors because there's nothing going on. Sadly. Yep. Blood Hill, even though currently just tell her I said hi. Just cooking up a nice creamy spinach and mushroom pasta with TVP. That sounds good. Fill the vegan triathlete. Bought some rolls from a well-known bakery supermarket which you frequent and unlabeled, and have since found they contain whey protein. I thought everything should be shown now. Like
in Asda, we've looked at bread a few times lately, and it doesn't tell you what's in any of the bread that they make themselves. We've had to ask someone, and they've brought out like a binder, and then we look through it.
And it's always got palm oil.
Yeah, so you'd think they would have to label that. You would really think so, but they don't tend to put what's in the baked stuff often, do they? So that is that's really annoying. Yeah.
Arta Tengo, any food that can remove total daily fatigue of the mind. I'm not really sure what that is, but
fatigue of the mind, like brain fog.
You got a load of mind spaniels in there having a meeting, clogging up the works.
Do you mean like you kind of have brain fog, like you can't concentrate, that kind of thing? So the first thing that I just thought of was like total calories. Like, are you eating enough? Because your brain takes quite a lot of calories. Like
25%. It's 2% of the weight of your body, but it takes a quarter of your energy. Minimum.
So if you're under eating, that's one of the first things that goes is your
chess
capacity.
grandmasters rip through calories like you wouldn't believe when they're playing.
And you wouldn't think so because they're not doing a physical like thing, are they? So that's.
But they're doing computations.
That's really bonkers. What else for the brain?
It's all the normal stuff, isn't it? Taking care of yourself, good nutrition, but there's nothing special that's gonna, if you've got some sort of issue going on, unless you're deficient in something, do you know what I mean? But I'll tell you what can help boost a brain capacity is lion's mane mushroom. So that would be a good supplement to consider. Viva Life do one, linked in the description. They do, what is the magic latte? It's the turmeric latte, isn't it? I found that really good for brain function, but also adequate rest, things like meditation, so you're not like constantly like overthinking. And analysing. Yeah. So so that makes me think about getting out of the sort of fight or flight mode, and sometimes we can be in it for years, and we're so used to it, we don't even think that's the mode that we're like in, you know. So things like meditation help to calm like the nervous system down, and you can think clearer. You know, if you're in fight or flight mode, you're not gonna, your body's thinking that there's no point in focusing on like reproduction and, you know. Stop talking about sexy sex, Jen.
So I don't know, I always forget the parts of the brain, but the parts of the brain that think really logically, well, they're more like offline. The parts that are just involved in survival, they're like switched into high gear. And you're just living from a state where you can't really focus, you can't concentrate, and it's very tiring as well. I don't know if that applies to you, but you could think about that, like if you have a lot of stress. And meditation, so good.
Super chat. Vegan Mooncat very generously has donated £5 Great British pounds, but then he's being really cheeky. This is to go buy a joke book after last night. I think it's a wise investment.
Oh, you little bugger.
Why are you that?
I don't know any jokes. like I said last
I
night.
can't believe someone said the chickpea one. There's
It's
children
kids,
watching.
It's vegan gays, come on, it's naughty.
Was that her?
I think so, yeah.
Terrible. Thank you, Mooncat. You are so
That's
super
very
kind.
Yeah, thank you so much. Oh, that was a good stream last night. It was very good.
Shall we have a telephone catch-up soon, Mooncat, by the way? I was thinking about giving you a call today. But I didn't get round to it, but I nearly did. To be honest, I then saw how sunny it was. So I took advantage.
I enjoyed seeing Jerry on the... do you know, I said...
Jeff!
I can't remember anymore if it's Jeff or Jerry. I honestly can't. But I enjoyed seeing him, whatever he's called, on the stream last night. And I can never get enough of that damn cute little dog.
Dog-a-log. Right, I'm going to go back a little touch.
I'm afraid I'd be afraid of squeezing him too hard if I ever met him in real life. So you should probably keep him away from me.
Oh, blinking heck.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that was a very generous super chat. Our reporter 75 with £28 on the super chats. That is so kind. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Celebrating my 5-year vegan anniversary today. Let's have a round of applause for our porter.
Let's have some
75.
celebratory emojis. So,
Yeah.
Like
cakes and that.
yeah, what's that?
Party blowers.
Party hats, balloons.
Come on. Come on, people. Don't let me down now. That was
avocados,
super generous,
bananas.
and this is a special occasion. I'm going to pull out all the stops. I'm doing a hench face, a herbivore army soldier, plant-based gains, Gemma, good words.
I'm going to give you a cat
And
in
then
a
my
box for some
happy
reason.
face, oh goddamn, a shark, hench heart, and a give us your buddy symbol. Look at all this. I love it. You won life. I love that, Zell. You won life. Oh, that is
You won life.
fantastic. Thank you for celebrating your 5-year vegan anniversary with us. That is super cool, our porter. Oh, and have you got I can't see very well because there's a small avatar. That looks like a 6-foot, like a Thai bag where you do like leg kicks on it as well. Are you into your martial arts? Or it also looks a bit like a carrot actually, so I could have that completely wrong. Celebrating my 5-year vegan anniversary. Was hoping to finally make it to the camp out this year, but COVID. Figured we'll hold out one more year to finally get there. Oh, that's a shame.
Aww.
We're gonna try and get there if it's on. But yeah, hopefully we'll see you one of these days. So whereabouts are you, our porter? Whereabouts in the UK? And how's the vegan scene where you are? And how's veganism treating you? That's what I want to know. You've obviously still with us. You've not died, so you're obviously getting your protein and your B12. So that's something, isn't it?
Yes, and hope to meet you someday at an event.
Yeah. That's really kind. Thank you so much.
Thank you. If the old camp out does go ahead this year, it's going to be mental, isn't it?
I'm going to be so happy.
It's just going to be, it's going to be mental because there's going to be like, what was it, like 4,000 or 5,000 people went last year?
About 5, was it?
5. So every year they make it bigger, don't they? They said they were going to rent out more of the space to have more people. And everyone's going to have been so starved of connection. It's probably also vegan connection, you know, for so long. Like, this is going to be insane, I think. Everyone's just going to really, really let their hair down.
Right, where were we?
Is there going to be hugging? Is there going to be hugging?
I think there will be because it's all love, innit? That's vegan thing. Some people will be nervous, I suppose.
Will some people be upset about that and like speaking like, oh, you know, saw Hench Herbivore at the camp out and he was hugging people. You see what I mean? Like that kind of.
When I can't physically get sick, that's the stupid thing about it because I'm so healthy. So mine, did anyone ever bother trying to do anything with banana blossom? I still got tins of this stuff.
Oh, no, I haven't got around to it. I keep meaning to buy some of that and some tin jackfruit to experiment, but I just haven't got around to it.
What do you do with banana blossom? I know people make deep fried fish replicas, don't they?
Yeah, that's right.
That's all I really know.
Yeah, that's all I really know. I was just going to look it up, try and find some recipes. Yeah, I can't help you, I'm afraid.
Arta tries to meditate daily. Don't know if I'm doing it right. I recommend that you check out the Headspace app. You can use it for free for quite a while, and that'll get you learned up what you're trying to do. But it's basically well, there's all different ways of doing it.
Yeah.
But the basic thing is that you're trying to get out of your normal chatter and just be sort of calm and serene. And if like thoughts or feelings come, you're meant to just try to not attach to them and just let them kind of go. That's the basic gist of basic
you
meditation.
Become like the observer self. So you're observing your feelings and your thoughts to see that you are not them. They're separate from you. So you can watch them and, like you said, not attached to them. If you want to get into it, if you enjoy that kind of stuff, you might like to look up Joe Dispenza. He's got a couple of great audiobooks. Well, they're not just on audio. You can buy a printed copy as well. Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself and You Are the Placebo. And there's one other one as well I always forget.
It's called Shamaloo.
It's not called that. And he really teaches you the science of how to change, how to help your body to heal, how to heal from things like depression and anxiety. And he's very practical, so he really teaches you how to go about it, how to meditate and why it works. So then when you do those meditations, you get why you're doing it, and I think that cements it in, that makes it more effective, I believe. And he's got loads of meditations on YouTube for free, but some of them, like, you do it and you kind of don't necessarily always get why he's saying certain things. Like he'll say, sense where your head is in space. He'll say things like that a lot, in space, and you think, what do you mean in space? But if you listen to his books, he explains like what he's talking about. I've been getting well into him lately.
In space.
Well into it.
Right, where were we?
I don't know.
Anyway, Mooncat saying he's up for a chat, so that's good.
Lovely.
Opinions on baked banana. I did that years ago, many years ago, well, long before I was ever vegan. I baked it in orange juice, and I think it had like brown sugar on top as well. Also, it was very tasty, but really horrible for your health in retrospect.
What could you make with? What could you have? Just have it as it is with what? Some nuts or I don't know.
Nibble nobbies, nuts, nobby.
It's not something we really eat, is it? Baked bananas.
I like your words, Jarno or Yarno. I'm not sure how I'm meant to pronounce that, but I like your words. You're welcome, Porter. Porter, I don't know that I've seen you in the chat before, have I? Sorry if I have and I've forgotten. I am a bit stupid, but tell us a bit about you, where you are and all that malarkey. And is that your surname? So you're like Richard or something? Robert Porter? If you want to say, you might not want to say. Don't feel obliged to give away your identity. You might be Batman for all I know. I know it's probably Bat plays as Batman. You already said Sheffield. Amazing amazing restaurants around here. I'm taking you mean vegan.
Very good.
Sheffield, eh? Very good. Very good. Blood till anyone seen Seaspiracy. I won't look at it.
Oh no!
I'll promote it.
It's out there.
Yeah, I can't watch these things. I'm too affected by them. They get me too down.
Yeah.
I'll just keep pushing out all my pro-vegan stuff and trying to focus on the solution rather than the problem. We're all different, aren't we? And some people do need to see it, and it's helpful for some people to see it, and it lights a fire under your ass, and then you get a bit more proactive. I couldn't work any harder, to be honest. So. And I suppose the time I spend watching that, I could have been making a video. That's how I look at it. AX Ninja, yo Hench, loving the videos late and the reels. Thank you. Keep up the great work and informing the energy public on animal products and our health and animals and the planet. Thank you, AX Ninja. I appreciate your kindness. Lorraine, please check out Tamara from Peanut Butter and the Plant on Insta and now Facebook. She loves her bunnies. I like her already. Check her out.
Hello, Lorraine. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
I'm really hot. I'm really sweating. Are you hot?
I'm quite warm. Have we got the heating on?
No, I don't want all day. Really hot. Yeah. Just those lights, just because it's a hot day, it's just made that bit of difference, doesn't it?
Yeah. Right, I've lost my place again. Vegan Min Cat Bella will be hugging her second favourite YouTuber. I'm sure she'll hug me as well, though. Oh, see little Bella again. She's such a delight.
Will you bring Jeff or Jerry? Are you coming? Are you coming to the camper?
Yeah, he's coming.
Yeah, nice.
Race was going to sneak attack, hug us all.
Are you coming to the camp out, Race Lever? Who's coming? Type yes now if you're coming to the camp out.
Yes now.
Or just yes. Or yes now.
Polish vegan. Hench, what's your opinion on drinking apple cider vinegar for acid reflux? Yeah, I rate it. 20 minutes before you eat, like maybe a tablespoon, like diluted in a little water. Yeah, that does help. Looking for questions. Ivan C, you should challenge other big YouTubers to do a 21-day vegan challenge. Yeah, that's a good thought, isn't it? Yeah, Deepak Chopra is really good as well. I like his thinking on things. Lorraine Eady is bigging up Spaced as an amazing comedy.
Oh, I've never
Have we
heard
watched
of it.
that?
No.
Maybe we better give that a look.
Spaced.
Ivan C, do you make sure your sunflower seeds are tested for heavy metals? No. No, I neither have the time nor the, well, I just don't have the money really. And, you know, where do you draw the line? Do you test everything? Yeah, I try not to worry too. I think the worst thing you can do is worry too much. Daniel Jones, Hench Herbivore took over Greg Doucette as my favourite YouTuber. While I like you very much, I'm actually a big fan of Greg Doucette, which some people might be surprised about. Not a fan of what he eats, obviously. Oh, bang on first time. It is Richard. Been sub for ages, but usually busy working and can't catch the live streams. Well, I'm glad you caught us today. I am on Sunday mornings as well as a solo stream. Usually 7 a.m. I was a bit late this weekend, but yeah, usually 7 a.m. GMT on a Sunday. If you're ever about, would love to see you again. And I guessed it. Boom. I am a clever.
Yeah, I saw that Seaspiracy is trending in the top 10 on Netflix. How exciting! Because I've looked at that before. You know, I've scrolled on Netflix thinking, what should we watch? And I've looked at the top 10 bar to see, maybe these are good if that's what everyone's watching. So for it to be on there, just really is very exciting.
Well, I'm not quite sure what a love voice is, but Zell Naga says, can you say with love voice for fun, I'll be back? I'll be back. Is that a love voice?
So it's very sensual.
Give me a kiss and cuddle. That was more of a Terminator voice. Sean Mond, hey, just an update. I've gotten 3 people at work to try plant-based for a month. Wow, that's super good. I referred them to your cookbook. Thank you so much. Just give a round of applause to Sean, please. Doing that vegan activism there. That's freaking huge.
So some claps in the stream.
Clap it up, fuzzball.
Where is the clap emoji?
Right, I just got lost again. Here we go.
I keep going blurry. What's going on?
I feel slightly too far away. I think the light might be a bit low.
Okay.
Bit of low light. I think that's the trouble. Stacey Langley, I find meditation really good, but when I've bad migraine pain, I struggle to think positively. Yeah, you will, won't you? But don't know how to believe I can feel better when the pain is so strong. Any advice?
Sometimes when you're in a lot of pain, distraction can be your friend until you start feeling better. So, you know, watching like a comedy, or you could, what I used to do is like save myself a playlist, or like a list on Amazon Prime or on YouTube of just like things that make me laugh or that I can watch and just really zone out to. If I had some kind of pain, or, you know, mentally or physically or whatever, that's kind of what I used to do, like utilize that until I was over it enough to then focus positively or meditate or something like that. Yeah, have you got any thoughts?
Yeah, nothing sort of psychological, but what I tend to do is have a really big ginger juice, and I'll put in half a teaspoon of turmeric and a pinch of black pepper. And I find that they're such powerful anti-inflammatories. They often, if I've got a sort of a headache or any sort of gut issue, that often like just wipes it out.
How much ginger and how do you
As
grate it,
much
don't
as
you?
possible. Yeah, I'll grate a plate broke. That kind of juices. But so now I'm using a grater. So I grate like a big old lump of it and squeeze it out. But then, so I have a juice in the morning, and then in the evening I take the remnants and make a tea out of that, and that's probably just as strong.
You have it really fiery, don't you?
I have it really,
Really
really
strong.
fiery, but I find that it's a real powerful headache cure.
And I'd say maybe don't put pressure on yourself to think positively in that moment. Like I guess when you're in a lot of pain, like it's okay to not feel okay.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm a huge believer in distraction when you're in the worst of things.
I mean, if you can be with yourself and be with your pain or discomfort or whatever, that can be helpful. But sometimes, if you're in that much turmoil or pain, it's really hard to do anything productive with it. So sometimes I think distraction can be your friend.
Conversely, it sort of worked the other way for me recently. But my migraines are kind of more visual. I don't get much in the way of a headache. So for me, I was getting ready to do something the other day. I was going to have a really busy day, and I got one of these aura migraines where you basically can't see. So what I did is I decided to meditate for an hour, and I find if I shut my eyes, it goes within about sort of 10 to 20, maybe 30 minutes tops. But then it behooves me to have an hour in the dark, because if I try to come out of it too quick and I try to crack on, I think bright light. I think my trouble might be that I work so much with screens. I'm starting to think that might be what's triggering them. And if I try to get back at it too quick, it can like kick off again. So I really just like to get in the dark. And so that's my new thing now. If that were to happen again, I will just meditate. And I won't think, oh God, I can't get on and like, I need to do my content. I will think, oh great, I've got an opportunity to do a big meditation and to
Reframing it.
to invest in my well-being. And meditation lately has been so helpful to me. It's just made me feel super chilled and happy. Not just meditation, cold showers, breath work, getting in nature, exercise, good quality nutrition, all those things, CBD oil. I'm just feeling super chill, and I'm really, really happy. And I just urge anyone who's not doing all those things, or maybe you can't do all of them, but you could make time for some of them, like the more important ones that work for you.
Yeah, give it a go.
Yeah, I would encourage you to do it, because I'm really amazed. Yeah, it's taken up quite a bit of my day, which I'd rather it didn't, because I want to get on. But the net result is I'm so much more positive and creative and focused and driven. I think the net result is I get a bigger output. So and I'm so much happier. So even if that weren't the case, we're doing it. So yeah, I'm just encouraging you to put in the effort and to invest in your health, like your mental and your physical health. And I'm just so shocked at how the effects have mounted up over time and how good I feel. So I just want to shout about it. Happy Healthy Life Kindly donated 20 chuffs.
Thank you, that's really kind.
No question. It's the exercising peer. He's telling us we're amazing. He's doing a little tap dance, and it's all tickle tape.
Tickle tape.
Tickle tape. No question. It's just supporting his local neighbourhood vegan YouTubers at the kindness of his heart. So is Tic Tac behind the camera.
Very kind, thank you.
$2.99 on the super chat. So you and Vegan Gain's not cool anymore. To be honest, I've stopped watching him. He's not really for me, but I don't want to badmouth him. Each to their own. Thanks for the super chat.
Very kind, yeah. We're just about sort of almost at time, really. 5 more minutes.
Yeah, let's do 5 more minutes. If you've got any more comments or questions, do pop them down. I'll just go back a little ways.
So they're coming to the camp out.
Who is Sarah Foy?
Vegan Moon Cat and Pomodorino.
Ah,
I
yeah,
expected
yeah.
more yeses than that, but so I guess not a lot of you guys.
Sean Mons, do you know a good vegan weightlifting? Why I do. I really do. So any of the belts on strengthshop.com, they're all vegan. But every product on that website is vegan by default because the owner is vegan. But he's also got a second website. I think it's called veganstrength.com. And he's got like vegan branded belts as well if you wanna represent in that way. But they're fantastic. He sent me, well, I actually bought one from Strength Shop. Oh no, he sent me that as well, I think. Yeah, he sent me a couple basically, and they're the ones that all the powerlifters at my gym use. They're what am I trying to say? The Powerlifting Federation. IP, I don't know, forgotten. Anyway, the top powerlifting federation that everyone's a member of. You can use them there. IPF, is it?
Don't look at me. I've got no idea.
IPC. Oh, forgotten. But yeah, they're fantastic. They're really, really good. Walrus Woody had a mega binge of food days, as in a caloric surplus of 2.5 to 3,000 extra calories. I guess you're saying, how long would it be to get back on track if I stick to my maintenance again? If you stick to your maintenance calories, you'll never get back on track because if you were in a surplus, you would have stored a bit of extra fat. So now you need to go in a deficit, and whatever you went over, you need to go under for that same amount of time. Boom. I just tattooed your stomach for you. 40-year-old vegan is swimming over for camp out. Brilliant. I'll have a towel ready to dry you off. Oh, Lorraine can't make it to the camp out. Damn it. Thanks, Zell.
I look forward to meeting everyone that can make it. I really do.
Ivan Kim, what to answer to some physique guy that says carbs make you fat? I would probably say you should have gone to Specsavers and then get my elbows out. Looking for questions. Ivan C. The supermarket by accident sent me an orange juice fortified with vitamin D. What should I do with it? Are you saying that it's not vegan? Is it like lanolin that it's supplemented with? Either way, I wouldn't be drinking orange juice because it is one of the very worst offenders to give you Alzheimer's disease, which is really on the rise. Is very, very common now, and it's horrible. So I would be giving that away to someone you don't like either way.
Someone you don't like.
Thanks, Race Lever. Oh, low voice. I'll be back. There you go. I thought that was a bit of a weird request, but I didn't want to let you down.
You can't judge people's requests. They want what they want.
Chris Douglas, have you heard of amaranth flour? I have now. I imagine it's flour made with the amaranth seed.
I think someone was asking earlier what is cassava flour that we put on the pizza base.
It's the flour of the root vegetable cassava.
I think they were asking if it's like healthy or something, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of a potato-y type tuber.
I guess any flour is not as good as the whole food that it comes from in terms of for the gut microbiome. Is that right?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, you're probably right because it's breaking the fibre down more, isn't it?
Yeah, not that it's like bad, but you know, like everything's on a scale, isn't it? Like you say. So
I'd say it's towards the healthy end of the health continuum. Any tips for good acid reflux? Eat a whole foods plant-based diet. Do away with caffeine, medications. I used to get GERD a lot when I ate animal products and when I had a lot of caffeine.
Yes, you could also, and if you still get problems, you could check out Goji Man's YouTube channel. He's great for anything related to digestion, gut health, all that stuff. He's say if there's some underlying issue, you know, and it's not going away, He's the man. You could type Goji Man, acid reflux, and I bet there'll be loads of great videos with great names.
He's the man.
He's the man.
He's the man with the Midas touch.
I hope he's going to the camp out with Emma.
A spider's touch. We need to go and do some other stuff now, but we'll just quickly speak to Ivan C. Orange juice and Alzheimer's disease. Yeah, I was shocked. So in the Sherzai team, Aisha and Dean, I don't know if you've heard of them, but they're doctors in the plant-based arena, and they're research scientists, and they've really been looking into Alzheimer's, and they've brought out a couple of books now. The new one, the 30-Day Alzheimer's Solution, they've got a chart, and they're showing which foods are the worst offenders for giving you Alzheimer's disease. In the green, it's all the whole plant foods. Extra virgin olive oil just made it slightly inside the green, so there does seem to be some protective benefit to, although I don't like to promote like oils, I don't think that they're not as helpful as whole plant foods, but they say like 1 or 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil per day. They don't see that as too unhealthy, and they see that there is a potential benefit, but it's much more minor. Like down the far end, to the real healthy end, is what Gemma was saying earlier, is your berries and greens and things. So I don't think it's something to add in. But anyway, I just thought that was interesting. And then in the middle, it was like some processed plant foods, some animal products. Into the red, foods to definitely avoid at all costs. Of course, all the high fat meats, cheeses, you know, just animal products in general. But the worst offenders, the very worst things they found out from their research, this is all the latest research that they've been diving into. If you want to get Alzheimer's disease, they are saying eat things like refined sugar, maple syrup, agave nectar, fruit juice. Fruit juice, devoid of the fibre, acts the same as refined sugar in the body. It spikes the insulin too quick, so it causes the problems with the blood vessels apparently. And you know, particularly in the brain when we talk about Alzheimer's, they're saying it's the worst thing you can consume. Oranges are super healthy, but when you eat an orange, you're eating the fibre, so the sugar is absorbing much slower, and you've got the polyphenols, like these really beneficial compounds that actually attach to the fibre. So when you throw the fibre away, you're not just throwing the fibre away, you're throwing away a lot of the real super great nutrition, which are known as polyphenols, which are really protective. Cowboy! And
a while ago, someone was asking if it was you trolling Bobby's perspective stream, or was it someone fake pretending to be you? That wasn't you, was it?
Nah, I've given up all that. Well, not that I ever used to do that anyway, but I've given up really troll responses, and just, I can't be dealing with it anymore.
So now
that will never be me. And someone said, will I be responding to his video about me? And they obviously don't know me very well. I've never even watched a single video trying to be unkind to me, let alone responded to him. So you just don't need it. I want a happy, positive life. And someone's talking smack about me, well, I'm just doing good in the world, so they're obviously an idiot. So why do I want to listen to an idiot for?
Yeah, and if you watch what they say, what can you do about it? Like, you
can't smack them in the gob because they're the other side of the planet. That's why they do it.
What can you do? It'll just make you feel bad, so don't bother.
Just make you angry or whatever. If you bump into him, like, you know, could go wrong, can it? You never know. Although I do try to keep my hands to myself nowadays.
Date sugar, was that on the list?
So no, so date sugar, it's attached to the fibre is the difference. So that would be a whole plant food. It's been superheated and pulverised, so it's sort of small fractions, but it doesn't even dissolve. So it's it's a lot kinder that way.
I'll stop asking you things now because you want to get going.
Yeah, I better go and do some other stuff. Thanks, moderators, for keeping us troll-free. Thanks for the super chats tonight. We've had loads. You guys have been super generous, and that's really helpful to us at the minute, so we really appreciate that. If you want to check out our cookbooks, where do you get your protein and virtuous vegan desserts? They're half price for a little bit.
Short time.
They're half price because you wanted to get a bit of extra dosh in for the end of the month bills. So take advantage. Link in the description.
Back Friday.
Back Friday,
Oh,
6 p.m.
Is it members only stream on Wednesday?
That will be, yeah, won't it? Yeah. Oh, so we better get advertising that. Monday, Sunday, happy days. Let me make a note of that.
Is it the 29th? No, Wednesday's the 31st.
So that'll be the following week,
next
right?
week. Okay,
So I don't need to write that down.
Not this week, yeah.
Oh, good job
we
you
can
looked.
start advertising it early though.
Yeah.
So if you're a channel member or a patron, we do a members only stream once a month where it's more intimate. We have a nice hangout. So you can be a patron from $1, channel member on here from $4.99. And we have a Discord server which you would also have access to. So between now and Friday, if anybody wishes to chat on the Discord, we'll be around. And anything else to say? Oh, follow us on the gram.
Hench_Herbivore.
Gemma_Herbivore.
Check out my new Joe Rogan video on this channel. It's super fun. And also, if you look in my community tab, I've started a new vegan skits channel, this short form comedy videos. I don't like to brag, but I feel that they are some funny videos. There's a few on there now, so maybe going to have a look at those as well. Maybe subscribe if you want to.
Nancy's asking where you find the Discord server. So on YouTube, there's a community tab. So you shared the link quite recently, didn't you?
Yeah.
So if you check out the community tab, that's for members only, you'll see a link to the Discord.
Yeah, you just have to go back a few posts, but you'll see it.
You go over there and you just sign up, and away you go. Yeah.
We didn't salute Nancy G. She's a member of the Herbivore Army, of course. Is that everything?
I think that's all the things. Yeah.
Oh, Lolly missed us. Hi, bye, Lolly.
Oh, have a
I'll
good
just
week,
say hello.
everyone. Have a great week. Get outside for some time if you can. Whatever the weather, get some outdoor time. Yes.
Okay.
You're looking.
Yeah, I'm trying to find where to end the stream. Have a great evening, guys, and we'll see you Friday. I hope it's goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from him.
Goodbye.
Oh, God.
What?
You always do it.
What are you still doing there?